Hey guys, tonight we begin where all very loud, very dysfunctional family dinners begin on Mount Olympus. The clouds are pink with the afterglow of a mythical sunset. And the air smells faintly of laurel leaves and divine ego. You're standing at the edge of an impossibly ornate marble terrace, watching a dozen immortals argue about who moved the golden armchair. Honestly, you probably wouldn't survive 5 minutes up here. Not because they'd smite you on sight, though that's a possibility, but because someone would rope you into judging a godly bake-off or eating a lightning throwing contest, both of which tend to end in lawsuits, mortal lawsuits. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And hey, if you feel like it, drop your city and local time in the comments. I love seeing where and when you're listening from. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You step carefully across the Olympian courtyard, where the marble doesn't just shine, it glows faintly from all the divine footprints polished into it over the centuries. Zeus is nearby, trying to adjust the height of his throne by summoning different kinds of clouds. One puffy cumulonimbus makes it too high, so he swaps in a soft cirrostratus, which makes him sink awkwardly. He scowls like a thundercloud himself. Around him, the rest of the pantheon is not particularly invested in anything practical. Apollo is playing a lyre, but every few notes, he glances over to see if anyone noticed. No one does. Ares is oiling his spear in a weirdly sensual way that makes even the war banners look away. Athena is pretending not to judge them all by aggressively polishing her helmet. And Hera is quietly arranging a vase of peacock feathers in the corner, her version of cold fury. When she's mad, she doesn't yell. She just decorates something passive-aggressively. You sit on a nearby bench, which is also gold, everything is gold, and try not to make eye contact with Hades. Yes, he's visiting. No, he's not enjoying it. He's wearing his signature black chiton and sipping something that suspiciously resembles burnt coffee. His presence is the mythical equivalent of your cousin showing up to Christmas in a trench coat and refusing to participate in group photos. Historians still argue whether Mount Olympus was imagined as a physical palace above Thessaly or more of a metaphorical divine realm accessed by the gods through mystical means. Either way, the vibes are objectively chaotic. It's a strange mixture of splendor and sibling drama. You wander past the feasting hall, where ambrosia and nectar never run out unless Dionysus drank it all last night, which he probably did. He's still asleep under the table. Surrounded by empty amphorae and a very confused goat, someone's drawn vines on his face and grape juice. It's not the first time. There's something deeply peaceful about watching immortals be deeply unimpressive. Now you're crossing the gallery of divine achievements. There's a bust of Hermes made entirely of winged sandals. A tapestry woven by Athena showing her defeating Poseidon in a very tactfully edited version of the story. And a weird clay sculpture Hephaestus insists is abstract but looks suspiciously like Zeus falling off his throne. Then there's the room of mortal offerings, filled with tiny clay pigs, olive branches, and badly spelled prayers. One particularly endearing tablet reads, "Dear gods, PLZ fix my brother. He is very loud. Also bring figs." You pause at a balcony where Artemis is feeding a silver deer. She doesn't talk much, just gives you a small nod, and disappears back into the forest that somehow exists up here. It's got owls that blink in Morse code and trees that hum lullabies when the wind gets bored. Farther along, you pass Hermes giving a tour to some confused newly dead souls who took a wrong turn on the way to the underworld. He's telling them that Olympus is just a VIP preview room, and then hands out pamphlets that are actually just napkins with doodles. Meanwhile, Hephaestus clanks by with a wheelbarrow of freshly forged gadgets. One looks like a bronze umbrella that stabs people if they talk too loudly. He winks at you. You decide not to ask. You realize something: immortality doesn't mean maturity. It just means having centuries to develop increasingly elaborate grudges. Like the time Poseidon salted all of Athena's olive trees out of spite, or when Hera made a cow out of pure resentment. Long story, we'll get there. Above it all, the wind carries gentle harp music, the smell of pomegranate wine, and the occasional shout of "Stop touching my lightning bolts" from Zeus. Standard Tuesday, really. But for now, you're just strolling, letting the petty squabbles wash over you like distant thunder. The clouds roll slowly beneath your feet, cushioning each step like memory foam made of mist. There's nothing urgent, nothing loud, just divine nonsense at a drowsy pace. This is Olympus at rest, bickering, brilliant, and endlessly strange. And you, for reasons never fully explained, have a backstage pass.